think you're going to see a lot of personal stories tonight. Those personal stories come from what my friend Violet Juno calls noetic moments, little moments that stand out to you in your life. And we look at those little moments, and when you look at those moments and you pan out, you start to see all the things that surround them and that brought you to that place. An excellent practitioner of that is one of our new KSU tellers. Her name is Kimberly VanLaningham.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it was the time of year that all sophomores in high school had been waiting for, kind of. The Molympics, a long, drawn-out chemistry project / competition with many elements involved. First, students would form teams and pick a country. Next, the teacher would assign an element, and the students must then design a flag for the country, create a national anthem for the country, and sew together a stuffed mole to be the mascot of the country. Because this was the Molympics, named after the mole, that unit of measurement chemistry that everyone knows about. It was a play on words, that's why it's fun! But I could not care less. Because I had been cast in my first show in my school's musical production class. It kept me busy. But I had always been an excellent student, and this was no time to stop that, so I grabbed the two kids sitting closest to me and made a team. And usually in high school, I was the leader of group projects. So, what country do you guys want to do? What are we doing? Well, we need to pick a country and then decide who does the flag, who does the national anthem, and who does the mole.
Hey, could we do Kazakhstan as the country so I can sing the song from Borat?
Could you use the tune of the song and make it about chemistry?
I guess so.
Then sure. And my mom sews, so she could just sew the mole for us. Alrighty then. Well, I guess this leaves me with the flag. Go team! So after our chemistry teacher came around and assigned our element, I bid my lovely project partners adieu. It was best that the flag was in my hands because they were going to be hung up and be voted on so that the best flag's team could get extra credit. I got this. But after I left class that day, I kind of forgot about it because I was in rehearsals and they took up so much time and I had all this other homework from all of my other classes and I didn't know how to balance this great honor with these normal academic responsibilities. Suddenly, the Molympics flag drifted lower and lower on my list of concerns. But I was pretty good at doing things whenever I wanted to and still getting A's on them. So naturally, I began the flag the night before it was due. After rehearsal, after midnight. So I got an old pillowcase and some fabric markers and I drew our element symbol, a picture that had to do with our element, and the actual blue and yellow sun symbol from the actual Kazakhstan flag. There was so much blank space left on this flag. So I just replicated everything over and over again and again until it was full. And I could finish the coloring later, so I put it away and went to sleep. And the next morning, I was nice and refreshed and went to my first period, my musical production class. And our director decided that since it was Hell Week, the week of the show, that she would put on a movie so we could catch up on homework. This is great, I could color my flag. People are looking at my flag. Kind of staring at my flag. Come on, have they never heard of the Molympics before? And then suddenly it was like I was seeing my flag for the first time in the light of day. Now this is the point of the story where it is very crucial to mention that the element we had been assigned was potassium. The symbol for potassium is the letter K. I had used a white pillowcase to
replicated everything. So there were many bunches of bananas, lots of Kazakhstan suns, and then just a massive case. They weren't in groups of 3, but there were so many that they didn't really have to be for you to just see them that way. This did not look good. So after the stares came the questions. Hey, Kimberly, what you doing? What class is that for? Kimberly, is that a KKK flag? My castmates now thought I was in some sickening history class. I tried to explain, no. It's potassium. Potassium. I then began freaking out internally. Oh my God, everyone's gonna think I'm a racist. I did it on accident. They're gonna think I'm subconsciously racist. Oh my God, my mother teaches at the elementary school next door. What if the school board accuses her of being a racist? She was asleep when I made this. The poor woman wouldn't have let this monstrosity leave the house. Who do I have to talk to about saving my mother's job? Just then, in all of the panic, I realized my flag was still sitting wide open on the floor for everyone to see. I then realized that this horrible piece of cloth was due next period. Bing, bing, bing. I hurried off to chemistry to apologize to my teammates for not being able to turn the flag in on time, and when I couldn't explain, I just reluctantly had to show them. Oh my God. Well, I mean, it's not like you did it on purpose. You should just show it to him and see what he says. Says the kid who wanted to do Kazakhstan because of Borat, setting up this entire project to be incredibly offensive. So, of course, I wasn't going to listen to him, but he went to the teacher before me, and I had been hoping to talk to our teacher at some time when the assistant teacher wasn't standing right next to him because she wasn't in our class a whole lot, she didn't know me very well, and she was a black woman. Unfortunately, I did not get so lucky. They both came to me, and I couldn't explain, so reluctantly I just had to show them. Something happened. I'm sorry. How does this happen? My chemistry teacher was laughing at me and just looking at me like I was an idiot. How does this unintentionally happen? The truth is, it happened because we live in a country with a history that has a huge part of it that's disgusting and hateful. It happened because over that time, many images and symbols, some as simple as the letter K, have been used for hate. And those will always be emotionally and historically charged, no matter how much time passes or what changes. It happened because I was not thinking of the K this way. I was thinking purely of the symbol for potassium. And even when there were a lot of them, my name's Kimberly. A lot of K's looks like my room after my friends and family give me too many initial gifts for my birthday. It happened because the letter K needs to be handled with the weight and sensitivity that it's been given. And I inadvertently neglected to do this, whether that was because of white privilege or being 15 and naive and careless. It was not done out of hate or wanting to hurt anyone. I just screwed up. And that is how it unintentionally happened. Man, that would have been so good to say to him then, but the only thing that came to me was, So after returning home from my most traumatizing day of school, I had a snack, sobbed hysterically into my pillow for 3 or 4 hours, give or take. And then I got up and constructed a new flag. And the next day, when I returned to the Molympics, Borat Kid sang his song that had absolutely nothing to do with chemistry.
Twisty-haired girl's mom sewed a pretty decent mole, and after the competition, we came in third. But most importantly, my new flag hung with the others. This flag was constructed on a gold pillowcase with one single bunch of bananas, one single Kazakhstan flag symbol, and one giant singular K with the atomic number next to it, just to be completely clear. This flag not only stood for the beauty of second chances and my actual best effort, but this flag, thank God, stood for potassium. And that was a flag that I could proudly wave at the Molympics.